So you have just completed your launch party. Congratulations. That was a 10-day party that you did just to announce that you are a unique presenter and to sell as much mascara as possible. I say mascara because mascara is our hook. It's our gateway drug, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we have that nobody else has. Nobody. Sell as much mascara as possible in that launch party. And now what? Now, I have a lot of presenters that will say to me, oh, Sherry, you know what? I'm a couple days into my launch party, and I have a lady who wants to start an online party. A couple thoughts on that. First of all, yay. Second of all, if you can, ask her to wait until your launch party is done, just to keep things simple, because the launch party teaches you so much about how to post your pictures. It's one thing for you to focus on and to ease into your business. Never pass up an online party. If she doesn't want to wait, that is totally fine. You do that sucker now. But you could just say to her, go back and say, well, when would you like to start your online party? Would Tuesday work, right? That brings me to another point. Personally, if you're going to do a 10-day party, I feel like the best time to start an online party would be Monday or Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, because you only want to have one weekend in the middle of your 10-day party. Weekends, believe it or not, tend to be slower business. Think about it. What are you doing on the weekends? You're outside, you're with your family, you're going to the movies, you're at the beach, you're at barbecues. You're not sitting on Facebook as much on the weekend as you are during the week. It used to crack me up because weekends used to be really slow for sales. And then Monday morning when everybody was back at work, pew, there goes business, right? Everybody's shopping online when they're supposed to be working. So I would recommend starting, at the beginning of a week so that in that 10 days, you only have the one weekend in between. So if you can, try to just focus on your launch party for the first 10 days. But hey, first world problems, right? If you have somebody coming to you and wanting to start another party, that's totally, completely fine. I'm going through my list here. I want to make sure I give you everything. Okay, so when your launch party wraps up and you have all of these sales, now it's time for follow-up. And there's a saying, the fortune is in the follow-up. And there's a saying for that because it's absolutely true. Now what you do, hopefully you thanked all of your customers right after they made a purchase. Then what you do is wait about, I like to wait 2 weeks. Because within 2 weeks, your customer will have received their mascara and had a few days to try it. Not everybody tries it the minute they get it, because a lot of times, we all allow, I remember when I used to work a regular job, you allow just enough time to get ready in the morning to get to your job. You don't have time to try something new. Usually they save that for the weekend. But touch base after 2 weeks and say, hey, Sally, I hope you received your lashes. I wanted to know, what do you think? Some people don't like to reach out and ask that question because they think, what if Sally didn't like it? Oh, that's going to be awkward. You want to know if Sally didn't like it. Let me tell you something, and you can take this to the bank. This mascara is amazing. It is the most amazing mascara on the planet, and if Sally doesn't like it, Sally's doing it wrong. Sally is doing it wrong. Promise. Sally needs a tutorial. You can also, in that email where you're asking how she likes her lashes, send her a little tutorial video. That's a video that should have been posted in your launch party, but maybe she didn't think to go back and look at it. Maybe she missed that post. Send her a tutorial video. You can also send that video when you email her to thank her for her purchase. So make sure she's applying it correctly. Make sure she's doing gel, fibers, gel. Make sure that she's applying it just to the outer half of the lashes. There's no need to go all the way to the waterline. There's no need. Just the last half. And then sometimes I go back and just do very, very tip of my lashes, just if I want them a little extra long. So we're following up, making sure if she has any questions, if she has any issues with the mascara, you are on it because you are unique to her. I mean, why unique? The company. You are unique to her. The closer of a relationship you can build with her, the more she trusts you, you're going to have a customer for life. Even if, and I will tell you this comes from years of working behind a cosmetic counter. My customers who came to the counter to return products, that was a huge opportunity for me. And in 99% of the cases, they ended up, because of the way I handled the return, they ended up being extremely good customers to me. And here's why. Think about this. You have a product that you have an issue with, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to say. I'm embarrassed. I don't really like it. Somebody reaches out and says, how do you like it? Tell me what's going on. What do you think? And you respond and say, you know what? It really wasn't my favorite. Like, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. If that person says to you, if that salesperson says to you, what? You didn't love it? Okay, tell me what you're doing because this stuff's amazing and this should knock your socks off. So let me help you. Like, tell me what you're doing. See, she's not mad at me. She's there to help me. Now we're partners. Now we're going to figure this out together, right? You make sure that they're using it properly. If they are using it properly and they're still not wowed, something's wrong. Something is wrong. And so you say to them, you know what? We have an amazing guarantee. So it sounds like you were using it correctly, but for some reason you weren't getting the results. We're going to send that back. We're going to send it back and get you a new one, okay? And I don't care what the product is. I don't care what it is. We have that guarantee for a reason, and you're going to save that customer and you're going to save that sale. Have them contact support and do an exchange because you and I both know they should be wowed by this. So if they're not wowed, let's fix it. Let's fix it. Let's give it another chance, okay? And see, now they're like, oh my God, she's so nice. I can totally, like, they feel very comfortable with you. And chances are when that all gets corrected, fixed up, and she's loving her lashes, she's going to say, hey, do you guys have any, blush? What do I use to remove this eye makeup? Hello, Shine Cloths, right? Now you've got a buddy. Now you've got a friend. You've got somebody that you can upsell. You can tell her about all the other products, and possibly she could host a party for you. She may end up being your next presenter. You don't know. You don't know. Every mascara sale is a potential presenter or a potential party hostess. And even if they say no now, who knows? In 6 months, you've planted that seed. In 6 months, they could come back to you. You just never know. Now, let's review and make sure we haven't forgotten anything. Your goal is to start more parties. Your goal is to contact every single customer, find out how they're loving their lashes, and offer them an online party because they can get stuff for free. They don't have to clean their house. They don't have to make any food. They do an online party. You're the one that posts in the party. All you need from them is you need them to invite their Facebook friends. Make sure they're messaging their Facebook friends to let them know they're inviting them because you don't want them to feel spammed. You want them to say to their friends, and you can even type it out for them and let them copy and paste it to their girlfriends. But just to say, hey, I'm doing an online party. I just wanted to let you know I'm putting you in this group because I want you to know it's coming from me and you're not being spammed. I just love this mascara so much. So I just wanted to share it with you girls so you knew where to get it. And my unique presenter is Sherry, and she's so much fun. And I was in another party and it was so much fun. So I'm going to do my own party and, just make it so she makes it very personal and asks her friends to be in that group. And the more parties you can do, the higher your sales and the higher up you're going to go and the more potential for party hostesses in the future and presenters. That's basically what we do. That's what we do. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Easy peasy with a side of lemon squeezy. That's all it is. That's the basics. See? Isn't it simple? And you do it from your phone? What? Oh my God. Okay. So now you can do online parties, but you can do in-home parties too. It's not my favorite thing, but that's just me. And that probably comes from years of working behind a counter. There are women who love the home parties. And if you love them, by all means, do them. Do home parties, but don't forget your online parties, because your business, home parties are wonderful, but you need that online aspect, because that is how you reach people in other states that you never would be able to reach with a home party. That's how you expand your lash empire. That's how you build. I've got people all over the world I've never even met because they were in a party and a party and a party, okay? So keep that in mind. You can also do events. You can do little boutiques. You can do bridal events. Put your thinking caps on. This is your business. You run this empire the way you want. There are only just a few rules. We cannot post on Facebook in any of the like buy, swap, sell, like the swap meet sites, the ones where they're selling the used baby equipment. We really don't want our nice, lovely, quality products being sold next to a used stroller. You can understand, I'm sure, yes. And most Facebook groups, swap sale groups, don't allow direct sales in there anyway. The only thing we can post about, that's considered like a classified ad. Same thing with Craigslist. We cannot post about the products, but you can post about the business opportunity. You can talk about for $99, you get a kit full of an amazing, amazing makeup, and you can start your own business, your own online business, right? So that is okay. That's just a little bit. You should be reviewing the presenter's agreement. Your sponsor should have that in their leader page or in their page, or you can go to your website under My Office and you can find the presenter's agreement there. Yes, so I think that is good for our follow-up video. You want to be creating a big wave with that launch party and then ride that wave. And you know something? You're going to have some parties that are going to be amazing. And you're going to have some parties that are going to really suck. Oh, they are going to stink. But you know what? You just keep doing parties. And you just understand that all it takes is one really good party to create a wave that you can ride for a while. I have had lots of successful parties, and I have had even more parties that were stinkers. But you just keep going, because sometimes what happens is those parties that were stinkers, 6 months down the road, somebody contacts you who was in that party, who meant to order, but they missed the deadline. Then they forgot all about it, and then they realized, you know what? I need some little extra income. That makeup looked really interesting. I'm going to contact Sherry and see about signing up. That happens all the time. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Always plant those seeds. Post like someone's watching. Even when you think nobody's watching, they're watching. And you just keep up the enthusiasm. That is the hardest part. That is the hardest part, because you think nobody's watching, but I promise you they are. I promise you. So good luck to you. Stay tuned for the next video, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Have a great day.